Welcome back to the Dropout 704 podcast. You are here with your host, Amash Sinclair, and I am here with the one and only...
Drum roll, whoa. Oh, am I saying it?
Yeah, you say it.
Briana LeBron.
Briana LeBron! We are, this is another road trip episode. We're giving you guys more content, you know what I'm saying? By any means necessary. That means even when we're road tripping, you're getting some content. And Brianna's been obsessed with the show, or movie, I should say, the movie Wicked, and we were going to do a podcast about it earlier, but we never got to it, so we're doing it now, but maybe it's better. It got to simmer a little bit, you know?
Wow, I didn't think you were serious when you said you were going to do a Wicked podcast. I thought, I was like, you sure you want to, get me started? I don't know if I'm going to end up talking about it or singing.
Yeah, so this podcast will have spoilers.
And it's a musical, not a show.
Yes, yeah, I said movie, musical, podcast,
musical,
show.
sure.
Yeah, the picture.
The movie,
The motion picture.
Yeah, the motion picture.
Yeah, so this will have spoilers, but it by now you should have seen it, you know what I'm saying? If you're clicking on this podcast, you probably have seen it by now.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it, get out of here. What are you doing? Go watch it.
So my first thing, even though it's the ending, isn't that crazy? So you've seen it how many times now?
3.
3 times.
I'm gonna see it more.
I've only seen it 1 time, and I realized that the pacing of it felt weird to me because I didn't realize there was going to be a part 2. So I want to watch it again and know where everything is. But is there anything when you watched it your second, third time that you picked up on?
Yes.
Yeah. What's one thing?
There's a lot of foreshadowing. Obviously, I feel like the first time I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, I can tell in the songs there's a lot of foreshadowing. But I guess when I watched it again, there was more than I thought there was. I don't know, certain things in the songs or certain things that they do. I'm like, oh, okay. It ends up going there. It makes sense.
You have a certain lyric that you could think of?
Not necessarily. I mean, the main one, but I caught that the first time, was when in The Wizard and I, which is I'd be so happy I could melt, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, obviously we know she's gonna melt, but
I thought that too when I first heard that. I was like, melting, witch.
yeah, for sure. Or even okay, I found another one. In the same song, she's talking about meeting the wizard for the first time and how he's gonna say oh, do you want me to cure your green skin or something?
Yeah.
And then that does happen. But doesn't turn out the way she thought it would. But she does say things there's going to be a celebration throughout Oz that's all to do with me. We obviously know the celebration because we saw it in the beginning of the movie. It was the first thing you saw was the celebration. But yeah, I just things like that. You know?
Yeah.
I told you you're gonna get me started. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I want to watch it to see if I could find some of those. There's a lot of things I liked about it. I thought that Cynthia, what's her last name? Erivo. I thought that Cynthia Erivo is really good. I thought they were going to do her dirty, which I told you, and they didn't, so I liked it. Because I don't really know the Wicked story, so I was expecting the witch to be a witch that was ew, witch, the bad guy, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then she was not the bad guy.
No.
Which I liked. I thought they were going to make Ariana Grande the good person, and she the bad person. Honestly, after watching it, I low-key feel like Ariana Grande's character is the bad one.
For sure.
Like,
well, definitely the Wizard and Madame Morrible, but yes, her character, even though she's portrayed as good, is definitely not good. And I think that's kind of like the point of all of it. It's like, you know, you think these certain things about people, not even knowing anything really. Like, they were freaking worshiping Madame Morrible, and she ended up being this horrible person.
well, from the very beginning, when Ariana Grande's character, what's her character's name?
Galinda.
Galinda. Whenever she pulled up and she was like, I know, isn't it amazing to see me? I was kind of like, that's something there, you know, it's not very polite, that's not very demure, if you will.
Demure.
So I noticed that, and then I also noticed the other thing when what's that teacher's name? Madam whomever?
Yeah, Madame Morrible.
Yeah, when she pulled up, I realized when she took credit for doing that magic, at first I was like, she knows I wasn't her, why did she do that? But then she was trying to, like, you know, she kind of made it seem like she was trying to, like, help Alphaba, like, you know, take the blame or whatever. But I was like, nah, like, you're crazy powerful, and, like, she wanted them to think she was. So it's my first interaction with her, I thought she was on some weird stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, like, she kind of grew on me a little bit as the movie went on. But then, like, then she was on some weird stuff, so it was like, haha, trust your gut. I'm gonna stop at the store so we can get something.
Okay.
I was gonna grill some burgers, but it's raining too much to go out there with the.
We still have the pork tenderloin too, but we have to defrost
we gotta thaw that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought those are the two things I thought when I first watched it. I guess that was like the foreshadowing kind of stuff.
Yeah, she definitely is sucked as a person.
So, yeah, you know some things that are in the next movie, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, she's been looking into stuff. I have not been looking into anything. I'm kind of just like leaving it where I left it. Like, whatever I saw, I'm not. But I do have. So I have theories, and I'm very open to theories. But I haven't seen the original Wicked. I actually haven't. I know the story of The Wizard of Oz, but I haven't really seen that either.
You saw The Wizard of Oz because you told me you didn't see The Wizard of Oz, and I was like, what? And then we watched it.
Was I awake the whole time?
I thought so. I don't know.
I know what happens. Like, I know the whole archetype of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know?
Yeah.
And there's a Chance the Rapper song where he's like, who's the man behind the curtain? Something. I don't. It's on You Song. I don't know. But basically, he's like, it's a man behind the curtain. So I like knew that concept and all that going in. But I don't really know much about it. So everything that I'm seeing is literally based. All of my theories are based solely like on the movie that I've seen thus far. So.
Well. A lot of people already saw the musical, so they know how it's supposed to
That's what I'm saying. I have not looked into any of that. You don't want to
know at all?
No, I don't want to know at all. I don't want to know at all.
You do know that I want to see the musical live, right? Before the second movie comes out.
And then I'll get to see it live, and I'll see what happens live. But when I go see it, I want to experience it and be like, oh, snap. You know, I want to watch it up until, you know, the intermission and be like, okay, I knew all that. Now it's really about to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do have theories. And I want to talk about the theories because they're not based on any knowledge beyond what's already out.
You could tell me what you think is going to happen. I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think is going to happen.
You don't have to tell me if I'm right.
I'm not going to tell you if you're right.
You don't got to tell me if I'm wrong. But there's a couple things. And I feel like I might be wrong on some of them, but I think Galinda is gonna be like the bad person. I think that Elphaba. I feel like she's gonna think Elphaba stole her man because I feel like that guy got feelings for her, and I feel like she like feeling him too. You know, it's kind of a strange situation. So I feel like that's gonna cause some beef, and I feel like that's gonna maybe make her act out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she gonna do some wild stuff. I think that I'm pretty sure, and maybe I heard a little bit about this, but I don't think so. But I think her sister has something to do with it. I think the last time we saw her sister in the movie, she was pissed. She was pissed off at Bach. So I think that, you know, that's how she starts her villain stuff. I think that's how Glinda starts her villain stuff. I think that her and Glinda got beef for sure because, you know, maybe Bach's like, I did this for Glinda or whatever. And, yeah, I think that. So yeah, those are my theories. Those are my two theories. That's how these people become bad. Her sister becomes bad because of what happened with Bach and Glinda. And I feel like Galinda becomes bad because she's mad that Elphaba stole her man, so to speak.
Interesting.
That's all I got though, and I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But that's where I'm feeling.
I like your theories. I don't know if you caught it when you watched the movie, but the last thing you see is actually not her being mad at Bach, but her dad dies.
Her dad dies, yeah. Well, no, so that's...
But both of those things happen. Those are like the last things that happen.
Yeah. So her dad dies on top of that.
Yeah. I caught that the second time. I didn't really catch it the first time.
No, I did catch it when he was... when they were doing the announcements and stuff. Yes. He was like, ugh, and died and all that. And like, she was always mad at her sister for all this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he dies.
So, yeah, he had a stroke.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. She might be mad at both of them. Her little sister might be mad at Glinda and Elphaba.
Mm-hmm. She's probably mad at everybody.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be the bad one. But it just depends. I'm like, I thought the green one died. So that's what throws me off. I'm like, Shorty was not green, you know? Like, I feel like it'd be very clear who they're talking about. If she's not green, then like, I don't know. So we'll see. Maybe she'll turn green. I don't know. That's just where I'm at, and I wish that it came out sooner. When does it come out?
November of 2025.
November?
Yeah.
November?
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's about to be January, so we really only got 11 months left.
That's a year away from now.
It is 11 months.
That is a year away from now.
A little less than a year, but yes. But if you think about it, think about how quickly time
a baby
flies.
could be conceived and born before that comes out again.
Exactly.
That is too long away. But
think
insane.
About how much time flies.
Not when you're waiting for something.
Yeah.
Time flying is so relative. But when you're waiting on something,
it does take a lot longer.
Now it's gonna make 2026 feel, or what year is coming up? 2025. Now it's gonna make 2025 feel longer, because it's like, dang.
You're gonna forget about it.
Wicked's not out yet.
You're gonna forget about it, and then your birthday's gonna come, and then after your birthday, Halloween's gonna come, and then you're gonna be like, oh my god, it comes out in 2 weeks.
I wonder if it's gonna do better. I wonder if more people are gonna like just look up the actual story, or I don't know. I feel like a year is a long time to let something just kind of rock.
Exactly.
But they finished it already, right?
Yeah.
So I guess if they have a crazy year, like say Ariana Grande drops an album, Cynthia gets another fire movie, like that'll make it really pop off. If they do some wild stuff, then that would do bad.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't.
Hopefully they don't. Isn't Ariana Grande always doing wild stuff though?
Yeah, I know. The movie actually made everybody forget about it. We didn't forget. We didn't forget.
Yeah.
I was actually just talking to Katie about this yesterday. But yeah, in the movie when he's like, "I'd do anything for you."
Yeah.
I'm like, we know. You leave your wife, you leave your kid. We know.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't even really. I didn't know who he was, but.
SpongeBob.
Ah, in the live action SpongeBob.
Yes.
That makes it funnier. That makes it way funnier. It's kind of weird though, because when I did hear about something about that, you know, whatever. I still don't know the full story, but I heard a little bit about it when I was before watching the movie. And then I was like, their characters have absolutely no chemistry in this movie.
They're not supposed to.
I know. So I'm like, I thought it was like, oh, they were in love in the movie and then like it just happened.
They fell in love in real life.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys ain't even really need to even be rehearsing together. Like, y'all barely had like there was no one-on-one scenes really. Like,
I know.
It seemed like they went out their way to make that happen. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they had to run over lines, you know, over a bottle of wine or something. I don't know. It just seemed like...
Yeah.
When did you have time for this? Thought you guys were on a whole press tour.
Who knows?
Crying all the time.
That was after.
Oh, that was after it dropped. Okay.
Yeah, that was after. No, there were some before and some after because they were doing a lot of stuff before Wicked came out, so that way, you know, you would want to watch the movie. So they were doing a lot of... That's when the lie detector test came out, before Wicked even dropped. And then... I'm pretty sure it came out before Wicked dropped. And then it came out and you started seeing more and more stuff. But I'm pretty sure they met because of that. So...
Yeah, it just sounds a little crazy.
Hey.
You know, maybe there's more to the story than we know. Maybe his wife was like a horrible person or something.
Maybe him and his wife already started separated before.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know.
You know?
We don't know.
We listen, we don't judge. We don't know.
Yeah.
But...
That sounds like... I was going to say, it sounds like the most Christian thing. We listen, we don't judge. But I feel like that whole trend is like, hey, I'm judging, I'm just not going to say nothing.
Yeah, it's like...
It's like, we listen, we don't judge. That's like, I feel like it's a mantra you got to tell yourself because you're like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
Like, he left his what? And his what?
Well,
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, SpongeBob wildin', but you know.
Bach.
SpongeBob.
You're silly.
Yeah, I think the show, the movie, the experience is good. When is the live action one? Where are we going to watch it?
They're actually coming to Charlotte in September. Not they're coming to Charlotte, but they're going to be... Tickets are available for September and beyond.
You want to wait? How far is September from November?
2 months. I want to go in October. Because the first few
You want to go in October?
Yeah. Because the first...
You want to go right before we watch the movie?
October 3rd, actually, because the first few weeks of it being out is more expensive. But a couple weeks after, in October, I saw tickets October 3rd that were way cheaper. It went from like $300 to like $150.
You're gonna have to get your tickets early, even for the movie.
For the movie?
If you want to watch it on opening day.
I don't need to watch it on opening day.
Oh, I'm more excited than you are.
I'll watch it the day after.
Even then, I feel like the first 3 days are gonna be sold out.
But honestly, I don't know because we watched it. I think 2 days, a day or two after it came out, and we did it wasn't that packed.
Yeah, but even when we wanted to go watch it, and you guys were looking day of, they only had not the best seats available left.
No way, we got good seats.
You did?
Yeah.
I thought they were really close.
The first time? Oh. No, that was with Jelly, no?
Yeah.
You weren't there for that.
Wicked's pretty wicked.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good one. We're gonna go watch the long movie. Apparently, I'm more excited about the musical than you.
No, I'm excited about it. I just know it's going to be so packed on the first day.
I can't even wait.
I know.
I did not know there was gonna be a part 2.
I know.
They should have let us know.
Well, I think if you paid attention, the beginning when you first got there, the opening credits did say part 1.
It said part 1?
It did. It did say that. So
it's my fault.
No.
No, it is. I should have read it. But
Not.
they shouldn't assume I could read that fast. You know what I'm saying? So
You can't read part 1 that fast?
I don't. How long did they put it up there? You know, I could have been eating popcorn, sipping my drink.
You're right.
Whatever it may be. But yeah, it's good, and we're gonna go watch the second one, and you guys should watch it too. Comment below what you guys think is gonna happen.
People know what's gonna happen.
If you spoil something, don't comment it. I'm gonna be mad. If you're a person who knows what's gonna happen, the comments are not for you.
Don't say that. You
No.
know, they're gonna go down there now.
Yeah, they're gonna go down and spoil it. The comments are not for you. You could be like, maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, and then yeah, I don't know. But don't go spoiling what's not out yet. This is a spoiler for what's out.
It's already out.
The full one? Well, you know what I mean.
It's actually a book.
I just said I couldn't read the title that fast. You want me to read an entire book? It's insane.
My gosh.
Thank you guys for watching today's episode of the Dropout 704 podcast, Road Trip Edition, with the one and only
Briana the
All right, peace out, guys.